Yes, round of high fives for everybody involved in this incredible segment, Meals from the Field, especially Dr. Tracey Brigman, who brings so much to the table, literally. And you know, occasionally Tracey and I are criticized for being corny. Well, this month we are getting really corny because that's our focus is corn.
Absolutely.
You've got some good recipes. Let's get going.
We do. So our first one is a really super simple corn salad.
Okay.
This is a great time of year. There's corn in season. We're going to start with the dressing. So we have this handy dandy
baby bottle.
Bottle
it's
dressing.
Not a baby bottle.
It is not. It's a dressing.
It's a dressing
mixer.
Okay.
So where I can shake it and then I can pour it. So since you weren't comfortable with my whisking before, we're going to get it closed in. So we're going to take the lid off. And if you will go ahead and pour, that's a 1/4 cup of olive oil. And then we have 3 tablespoons of red wine vinegar.
Okay.
When you're making a vinaigrette, you can use all straight vinegar, but I wanted to make it a little bit more summery, so I split half. I took out half the vinegar and added 3 tablespoons of fresh lime juice.
Lime juice?
Just to kind of give it a little bit of kick. And then that is a teaspoon of sugar.
All right. Then we'll put that on.
Yep, you're gonna turn the lid on, make sure the top thing is closed.
Closed.
And then you're going to shake it for 2 to 3 minutes because we want to make sure that that sugar gets mixed in there. I'm not adding any heat, so it's not going to be able to dissolve, so that means I have to shake for a while. So while you are shaking, I'm going to put the salad together. This is 4 ears of corn that has been parboiled.
Okay.
This is 1 cup of diced cucumbers. This is 1 cup of, it's supposed to be halved cherry tomatoes. These were kind of big, so I quartered them, but it's still 1 cup. This is a 1/2 cup of diced red onion, 2/3 cup mozzarella pearls. So you can use feta. I like mozzarella in this recipe, so you just kind of make sure they're separated. This is 1 avocado that we diced. I mixed a little bit of lime juice in it so it would stop it from browning. And then this is 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley and 2 tablespoons of chopped basil. Yep, and then it will pour. Okay. So you're gonna put the whole thing on and we're just gonna toss it.
There you go.
And see how super simple that was? So that's our corn salad.
So what could be better with corn salad than corn fritters?
With this one, I started with white corn because white is my favorite between white, bicolor, and yellow. This is 4 ears, about 3 cups of fresh kernels. I did not cook these because we're going to fry them, so I don't need to parboil them or anything. So this is 3 cups or 4 ears of white corn that I pulled off the cob. And then this is 2 green onions that I sliced thin. So if you want to go ahead and put that in and just mix it up, yep.
All right.
Then we're going to do our liquid ingredients. I have 2 eggs. Oops.
2 eggs.
And that is 3/4 cup of 2% milk. And you can use skim milk or whole milk, so just give that a whisk with the fork if you would, please. So that's our liquid ingredients. Now we're going to put together our dry ingredients. So I have 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Go ahead and dump that in there.
Corn starch.
Not cornstarch.
All right.
And that is 1 cup of corn meal.
Corn meal.
Yep. This is 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. And then this is 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt.
Kosher salt. All right.
And I'm just gonna whisk that together to make sure it's well combined. I want the baking powder and the seasonings. I don't want it to clump in one area. So once it looks like it's well combined, we're gonna go ahead and pour in the egg and milk mixture. So now,
The main ingredients?
the main ingredients.
There we go.
So I'm going to fold in the corn until, again, it looks like it's well mixed in. And you can see, again, how thick this is. And you might think it's not going to turn out, but is it going to be the most delicious easiest corn fritter you've ever had, I promise. So everything's well folded, as you can see. My oil is ready. I have it on medium heat. I tested it by putting a little bit of batter in first to make sure it bubbled, because if I leave it in there, if I put it in too early, it's going to soak up too much oil and be.
Using canola oil.
I'm using canola oil. So this is a 1/3 cup measuring cup. You don't have to be exact. It's just my scoop. I'm going to bring it a little closer so I'm not dripping things, but I'm going to take about 1/3 of a cup, and I'm going to place, kind of pat it down so it's flattened so it cooks evenly. So you can see that it's starting to brown on the bottom. So I want to take care when I flip these over, because there's enough oil and I don't want to splash it. It's not like a pancake where it's pretty dry.
There's a technique.
There's a technique. So you can see I have a spatula and I have a fork. So I'm going to take the spatula, go in the bottom, and I'm going to use the fork to kind of hold it and turn it over. So you see no splashing. That is the key. I'm going to cook these on the other side, the bottom side, for again 2 to 3 minutes until it's nice and brown. When it's nice and brown, we're going to pull it out and put it on. You can put it on a rack and drain it that way. You can put it on some paper towels to drain some of that oil, and then you just continue making fritters until you're
All gone.
all gone. And that's how easy it is.
And you can find these recipes by logging on to farm-monitor.com, going to the very top, clicking on the recipe section, everything there in detail. These will be up there. Anyway, Tracey, thank you so much. Always good to see you. Good to see you as well. And we will see you next month.